Hey everybody, this is Billy at Bakersfield Tough and the Motor City Throwdown. We are going to be doing a fix today on the GM Intellilink. It's just acting weird. It shuts off, it comes on, switches channels, does all kinds of weird stuff. And I have an idea of what I think it is. And I've done a little research. See, there it goes right there. Just turned off. I didn't turn it off. It turned off on its own. And it'll probably come back on, which tells me that there is a short somewhere in the system. And we're gonna get into that. And I think I have an idea where it's at. So hang on, we'll get into it and hopefully fix this problem. Well, the first thing that I noticed is that the problem doesn't seem to be happening when the truck isn't bouncing up and down, right? Or going down the road, you know, something's shaking in there. So that tells me that it's probably a connection somewhere, right? I mean, if it was a fuse blown, it just wouldn't start, right? And if it was something, you know, internally in the screen or something like that, it just wouldn't come on, right? It'd be off. So we're gonna get in there and try to find the connection that is causing this to go on and off. Okay, well, we're gonna have to remove some bolts from this glove box area, right? This glove box has to come out. I believe the module or whatever it is that connects the Intellilink, I think, is behind this. And you're gonna need a T10, which you can see here, right? Very simple. And you'll see there's 4 or 6. I'll let you know. I know there's 4 here for sure. There might be 6. So we're gonna take these off and see if it comes out. We may need to take 6 out. I may have to look underneath there. There might be 6 total. We'll start taking them off and figure it out. Okay, with the glove box off, I'm going to show you something here. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but if you get underneath here, you'll see this. Here you can see this is probably ground, and you'll see some multi-connections under here. You see the green and the blue, and there's a black one in there, right? Some kind of hub here. Well, the blue one, I believe, is to the Intellilink. I could be wrong, but I'm going to unplug that and see what that does and plug back in. You know, there could be just a small where something's not connected right. So that's what we're gonna hopefully do here. Okay, well, here's the connection that we pulled out. And I know that this has something to do with the Intellilink because when I put the truck into the AC mode or into the, you know, power on mode, it doesn't come on at all. So I know it has to do with that. And it doesn't feel like, oops, let me turn that off. It doesn't feel like anything's like too loose in here, but you never know. Sometimes the connection can kind of get wobbled loose. So all I'm gonna do is plug this back in. I've taken it off. I'm gonna plug it in firm, make sure it's in there good, and then we're gonna do a test and drive around a little bit and see if the Intellilink is still turning off and on. Okay, now that we have it plugged back in, let's do our initial fire up and see at least if the Intellilink's coming on. Okay, so far so good. Everything's there, functioning like it should. Right? All that stuff's working. Everything's appearing to be normal. I'm not seeing anything flashing, nothing's turning off. So far, this looks really promising. I'm gonna take it on the road. I'm gonna drive it around for like 10-15 minutes and we're gonna see if anything changes. But I'm definitely thinking that we just had a loose connection in there and us just putting that out and in was the fix. So hopefully that's what's going on. I want to add one thing. When you're tightening these back up, don't kill it. You don't have to over tighten it. Just as soon as you feel it snug, just stop, because you can strip these out really easy. You can not only strip out the threads, but you can, you know, strip out the back part, and they don't need a lot to keep them going. And like I said, I want to mention this too, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then under here is 5, 6. Okay, so those are the 6 bolts that you have to take off. And when you actually take them off, you have to pull a little bit. You'll feel it snap out, but don't pull it unless you got all 6 bolts off or screws out, because you don't want to break anything. Well, I've been driving around for about 15-20 minutes and it appears to be back to normal, just like it was when I got it. So looks like it's that blue connection. Now, I'm not sure when you pull that blue connection off, if it's because there's something loose on the wiring. I don't think there's anything loose on the wiring. I think something resets. So when you pull that out, it kind of, you know, resets the system or something. But either way, it works. And remember, when you're pulling that blue wire off, don't kill it, okay? Just wiggle it out and grab it by the terminals, not the wire, so you don't pull the wires out of the terminal. And then when you put it back in, make sure that you gently put it back in. Don't force anything back in, okay? I don't want to see you guys mess your wiring up. But there it is. There is the fix. If you have your screen turning off on you or channels changing, because that was one of the things it was doing too. I'd be just driving down the road and, oh, I guess I'm going to a different channel, and I didn't do that. If any of that stuff's happening and this thing starts getting weird, you know where the fix could be behind the glove box, blue connector. Unplug, plug back in. All right, this is Billy at the Motor City Throwdown.